Welcome to Musher's Tales. So today's video is going to be a few thoughts about brushing dogs' coats. Brushing a dog. So a lot of people believe in brushing dogs a lot, you know. Main reason is to keep fur out of the house. And they say, you know, entangles the coat and keeps dirt out, the dog's more comfortable and blah, blah, blah. All of which is not necessarily true. Dogs lose their fur twice a year. We call it blowing coat. So dogs blow coat twice a year. If you see a fox or a wolf in September, you see they're blowing coat, and they look terrible. Fur comes out in big patches, and they almost look like they're sick or something, but they're just losing their fur. Well, it's the same thing with a domestic dog. Okay, they lose their fur the same way, but because we take care of it a bit, they don't blow it exactly the same. However, should we let them blow it the same? Let's take a look at Okanimi here, purebred Siberian Husky male. Okay, so you can see he's blowing his coat. Whoop, I got a better picture. Hey dog. He's been blowing his coat. And notice how patchy it is. If he stops moving a second, you see how little fur there is on his ribs. And basically, that's because I've been, when I pet him in the morning, I've been pulling out handfuls. And I'm not going crazy pulling out handfuls because of the flies. I mean, a Nordic dog has an underfur, and the underfur protects the dog from too hot, too cold, but also from the flies. And it is an extremely buggy year because we've had so much rain and so much water that, let's say I brush him and I remove all that, he's just going to get devoured by the flies, and he'll get very hot. So I help it along when I pet him, but I'm not going crazy because I don't want him to be chewed up. So I brushed the female Chessie this morning, and this is what we got. That's one little brushing. So my wife will be happy that's not in the house. So I'm going to brush her some more and we'll see what we get. Come here, Quin. They don't mind being brushed, let's say that much. Sit. Remember, I just brushed her too, but look at this. Not going to do too much because as much as I don't want the fur in the house, I don't want her chewed up too much by the bugs because it's buggy. Notice it's always the flanks that seem to be. Yeah, well, you can't stay like that, girl. Look at that. Good dog. You gotta get up. Come on. I gotta do the other side. So there you go. He has different fur. Let's see what happens to him. This is more so he doesn't feel left out than anything else. Different fur and not the same result. Almost need a sweater out of that. You have enough fur there to make a cat. So to brush or not to brush, up to you. Advantage of brushing, untangles the fur, gives some air to the skin, take away any knots or anything so the fur can dry. You don't want a clump of fur there and it stays wet all the time. That could lead to a skin problem. I've never seen it happen, but supposedly it can. The only skin problems I've seen are with dog drool, and a bit of cornstarch usually clears that up. The disadvantage is the dog could be hotter or colder, depending on the time of year, but in summertime, dog could be hotter, and also insects. Insects have an easier time, and the dog's going to be not having much fun if it's a buggy year like this year. So you see how I'm bundled up, you know? It's because, especially my head, because I don't have enough fur on my head. So they're not much different. The flies are the real problem. Your choice. Thanks for watching. Till the next time.